So today I planned to go to a new Luckin, but as soon as I walked outside, So instead I decided to go to a nearby repeat Luckin and get their best-selling drink that I hadn't gotten yet. The first 3 I had tried already, so I went for the cherry smoothie. I refused to say Exfreezo. This Luckin is pretty close to my apartment, so it probably shouldn't take me very long to get. The cherry smoothie was number 4 on their top sellers. The others were the coconut latte again, the Walden Blue again, the Waxberry Exfreezo again, and then after cherry was the thick milk iced latte, and the coconut milk coconut jelly tea thing again. I was really surprised when I walked in to see construction workers on their way out. Generally, construction workers are seen as lower class people. They usually come from poor provinces to build government projects, and then as soon as they're done, they just leave and move on to the next job. So seeing them drink coffee was actually quite surprising. They left before I could get a good shot though. This is all I got. Sorry about that. But they were drinking coffee, not an Exfreezo or tea, but black coffee. That's a really good sign, because that means that people who don't make a lot of money are still being turned on to coffee, and they're choosing Luckin, probably because of the price. And they're not the kind of people who are gonna go for more expensive coffee once it gets more popular. I picked the right repeat location because the one employee standing there was really up for a chat. I asked him if he sold more coffee or Exfreezos, and he said a lot more coffee. Then I asked him if he liked coffee, and he said only with milk, but no sugar. He also said he's allowed to make himself free coffee when he works at Luckin. Then he told me that they were gonna have a grape smoothie next week. That should be interesting. Sticking to seasonal fruit. They really know how to keep it fresh. Awful pun intended. Then he said, don't use a paper straw because they get soft and they suck. Awful pun intended. He then moved on to talking to me about Trump and Obama and how he bought a house in Shenzhen and how his brother's studying in Singapore, and I think he was bored. I didn't want the smoothie to melt, so I started drinking it while we were talking. That's why it's half empty now. So as for how it tastes, well, it was good, but not nearly as good as the creamier Exfreezos. The texture was similar to the coconut one, where it's more icy, but the flavor was intensely cherry. And not the fake Jolly Rancher type cherry, like real cherry. And then these girls had to wreck my shot. No, I'm just kidding. They felt so bad and it literally didn't matter at all. Chinese people really like fruit. A lot. To the point where it's appropriate to get someone way too expensive imported fruit as a gift. I'll have to make a video about that one later. It kind of tastes like cherry sorbet. But the fact that you'll find skin pieces in the smoothies really shows that they know their market. It's like a mark of, we know you want real fruit in your smoothie. And their choices in fruit, so Chinese. It's good. I can see why it's popular. It's really refreshing. It's kind of funny, I never really noticed how American having a strawberry flavor is. Anywhere you have a choice in flavor, US will always have strawberry, and China will always have mango. The guy at the counter even said, don't use the paper straws, they suck. It'll get soggy. Use one of these. Yeah, they know, I said that already. Get with the times, dude. So I thought it was rather interesting that their base salary is between 20 and 26 RMB an hour, so like a maximum of $4 an hour. And the guy who is working there, he's just standing there by himself doing nothing. And so I asked him why he decided to work at Luckin over Starbucks. And his immediate, he didn't even stop to think about it. It was immediately because they pay more here. And I was like, really? I totally would have expected that they'd pay more at Starbucks. And he was like, no, not even close. $4 an hour. That's crazy. What do they pay at Starbucks? At Starbucks, you'd have to learn how to be a barista. Here, you push the button and maybe you have to add water or something, but a lot of it is automated, which means Less work, better pay at Luckin. Assistant managers make up to 7,000 RMB, or just over $1,000 a month. And managers can make up to 10,000 or 1,550 bucks. The range is a bit weird though. 5 to 7,000 for assistant managers and 6,500 to 10,000 for branch managers. Imagine being a manager that makes less than the assistant manager. And imagine being on a rocket with this trajectory. Anyway, stay tuned for that fruit video. I'm really gonna do that. But for now, I'm going home. More videos coming soon.